Spec. The newest and coolest, the most interesting thing. Raise your hand if you're interested in Spec. We've been trying to interest more people in this program. It's really an exciting time to be becoming an English teacher. Anyone already teaching? Already teaching? Yeah. So people who are already qualified as teachers, this is something extra that you can do. So this is a CLIL endorsement program, and if you haven't heard the word CLIL before, that's okay. It means Content and Language Integrated Learning. So when we talk about SPEC, when we talk about CLIL, we're talking about doing two things at once. We're focusing on language, but we're also focusing on content. So when I say content, I'll tell you what that means in a second. Language, content. So sometimes we're not just improving students' English, sometimes we're improving their knowledge about the world. Subject matter, math, science, art, history. How do we teach that in English? Well, that's why we designed a whole new course just to show you how to teach math in English, to show you how to teach art in English, how to teach science in English. Why should we focus on teaching subject matter now? Policies are changing here in Korea as we speak. So it's not going to be so easy to teach only English in the future. We believe that the landscape is changing out there. That if you want to set yourself apart, you've got to be able to teach something in addition to English. So here's a little scenario. There's a Hagwon. There's the Wanjongin. He says, so what can you teach? She says, English. And he goes, and? And he's confused and she walks away. So basically we want to teach something in addition to English. SPEC is Sukmung Tesol's answer to the shift in focus to content. So even if you're going to do YL or you're going to do SMU TESOL, stick around. I'd recommend get a SPEC endorsement as well to really set yourself apart. So it's why SPEC? Because the Korean SPEC, right? You want to get my idea, is it funny? No? It's subject specific, so it's all related to your subject matter, whether you're a math person or a science person or an art person. Professional, because we don't do anything as amateurs around here. English, obviously, right? And certificate really is more of an endorsement to your existing qualification. And you've heard all about, we've been around for longer than 20 years, but we're the first in Korea to have this kind of endorsement program, so we're kind of proud of that. And you could be the first graduating SPEC students. That'd be kind of cool to put on your resume. Here's what our schedule's looking like. We're trying to enroll people for as early as, we could be starting next semester. So this is a Saturday schedule. The way we have it now, you do language and content in the morning, 9 to 11. 11 to 1 is techniques, so specifically, this is kind of the ideas of how you teach language and content together. Here's really practical techniques to teach arts, techniques to teach math, whichever group you're in. Lunchtime, and then this SS is subject specific. Subject specific meaning we're going to have experts come in. We'll have an art expert, we'll have a math expert, and they're going to share what they use in their classrooms. So you can see how math is actually taught in the real world in English. Yeah. We are certainly hoping for maybe as early as August. I'm not sure yet. We'll see if we can get a semester going. This is a really exciting program. So remember CLIL. CLIL is the future. If you're interested in CLIL, please talk to us about SPEC down the hall. Okay, and that does it for TESOL Live and SPEC. Again, you're going to have one more person come up here. Bokyung is going to talk to you about the next step. And I'll meet you down the hall if you're interested in SPEC or TESOL Live or Sukmung TESOL. And YLPL are across the hall over here. Okay, thank you very much.